Check it. I want to talk about self-care, and I want to talk about it in a deep way, in a real deep way, not just playing about it. I don't play about anything that involves y'all's souls, because it's a lot of bad souls out here. It's a lot of toxic souls that's running around out here that is actually tearing people apart, killing people, leaving them in the mental ward, leaving them in jail, leaving them on drugs, leaving them, you know, in all kinds of state. Because evil makes you become stagnated. It makes you become a procrastinator. You don't want to do much of nothing. You just want to do everything so easily. And it's because as a child, as a kid, as a young, innocent person, one of those workers of Satan in your families, foster care, institutions, I don't care. Wherever someone took your innocence from you, they rip your emotions, slam out of your spirit. Your emotions got ripped away from you. You got stripped from feeling love. You got stripped from caring. You got stripped from seeing. You got, and what I mean by seeing, like spiritually seeing people for who they really are. You got stripped like from everything. You got stripped spiritually. Physically, you were taught to go out there and go get it. You were taught to get a job at 15, 16. You were taught to do hard things at a very young age. You actually was doing what your parents supposed to have done. If you was a torn child, like I was a torn child, then you will understand what I'm talking about. But if you're not a torn child and you a child that's tearing up your parents, yeah, them parents need to jack you up real fast. Like, I mean, I don't know how parents scare the children, but they are some. But honey, that parent need to jack you up real fast, because you are out of control. They need to shake that demon that's in you out of you. Because they're not all bad parents. There are parents that really get hit back with their children. I'm one of them, but I had to hit back. Even though I was empathetic, I gave my kids all I gave them, but my kids did not know that I was a scorned child. I didn't tell my kids that until Satan started using my kids towards me. Then I just sat my kids down. I said, you might not know where mama come from. Let's have a, all three of my kids, let's have this R&R. And that's what we did. We had that R&R. We did that. I didn't play with them. We sat down, all three of us, because they were getting grown and they were turning on me the way everybody else turned on me, using my empathy, using my love. And my own very son, the last one that's sitting in the prison, he said we got into it 3 years ago. He did something that I did not approve of. So he wanted to call me and ask me to put money on his books. No, sir. I'm not rewarding you for hurting people. I'm here to support you to go ahead and turn over another leaf. But people don't want to. And whoever got in my comment section saying something about, you might have hurt your I never hurt my kids. So who are y'all commenters that get up here on people's channels and stuff and be laying foundations of y'all mess? You take your comment back, because from this point on, I ain't holding no punches with no toxic person that leave a toxic comment. I'm gonna hurt your feelings, because you need your feelings hurt. Because you know why? Because you ain't got none. So when people, any situation, internet, in person, it don't matter. They get up there on your channel and we up here trying to help y'all folks. Y'all ain't coming up on my channel and playing with me, because I'm not here playing with you. So if I'm not here playing with you, I'm not going to allow you to play with me. I don't play with toxic people. Toxic people will destroy your world. Toxic people will leave you hanging. Toxic people will leave you out to dry, and they won't look back on it. Now, I'm sorry that they got hurt. We all got hurt. I know I definitely got hurt real bad. Yeah. Whew. I got hurt real bad. But almost everybody. But guess what? They can't hurt me now. They're big mad with me now, because guess what? I draw the line. Once I was awakening, and I've been seeing it, but I didn't know what I was seeing. I'm like, why is my family hurting me? Why are my kids out to get me? What's going on? My son even said, Mom, when I seen that I could get that lie over on you, he said, man, I became a pervasive liar. That's what he told me. He said, I'm sorry. He said, it was the drug I was chasing. So he said, when you get out there in the streets and stuff, he said, evil comes in and it make you feel a whole nother person. We talked, all three of us. All 2 boys and a girl. Well, she gone, but I got 2 boys now. And guess what? They got to stand up. Mommy don't be, I supported them. But now I supported them to the point where now they grown. They men. I don't got no business holding no man hand. So now they grown. My son write me letters here in the hole for a whole year. Wrote me a letter talking about, oh, you gonna just do your lost son like this? I am. And tell you that lost son knows that you ain't got no lost mama. And people do that, y'all. People will make you feel like you lost. You're not lost. They're lost. Do you know when a narcissistic person come into your life, they coming into your life to get you? Meaning they trying to mimic you. Do you know the narcs or narcissistic people sit around and just scan the world to just see who they can mimic? And why I'm saying narcissistic people is because it's those demonic forces behind them using their vessels to do their dirty work. It's spiritual. We are spiritual beings. That's why y'all losing. That's why y'all can't beat the narc. That's why y'all can't give injuries and walk away. You give an injury and go right back and get injured. That's not how you do it. A narc can't love you. What more do we want to know? I couldn't even love. And I'm empathetic. I tried my best to love the relationships I was in. I gave it all I got. But once they showed me different, I detached, just like in the midst of the relationship. They didn't even see the transformation in the relationship, because for so long they've been hurting women, hurting men, hurting women, hurting men. And I'm not saying you don't have to go with somebody or you don't have to be married to somebody to get hurt. People can just come up and hurt you just out of nowhere. You even get 5 minutes close with a person. Sometimes them demons will show up in 5 minutes in that person. You can go speak to a person, hey, oh, hey, wow, just that easy. So that's why I'm going to work with y'all to learn how to stay in your own lane. You ain't even going to swerve over to somebody else's. You ain't going to want to. When I finish with this internet, I already know I'm going to be hated. I'm not worried about being hated. I know I'm going to be already criticized. I know I ain't worried about being criticized because I'm criticizing back. So don't come over here with your attacks, because I'm going to attack back. I don't like toxic people. Just plain and simple, because y'all are workers of Satan. And y'all will leave people for dead and look back and smirk and laugh. So you already know that ain't your husband, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, no, I don't know, friend. What y'all got these people? Call these people. When somebody hurt you and leave you down and look back at you and that's how they look. They got a smirk. I was raised up around nothing but wolves. Cold-hearted. I'm shocked I'm still here. They told me, where you come from, you different. You sensitive. You soft. You suck. They used to tell, my family told me this. until they thought I was that, until they tried to come up against me. They tried to fight me. And then I showed them I wasn't no soft. I wasn't no punk. I wasn't nothing. But see, being as though that God made me a chosen one, they thought that I was just soft. She crying. She over there crying. I'm crying because I'm like, bro, you have no idea what you just said to me. And you don't have no idea that I just lost all love for you. When people hurt you so bad, now with chosen ones, we lose love quickly for toxic people. Why? Because if we keep those toxic people around, we're not here to save anybody. No, I'm not. I'm not here trying to save you. I'm trying to power you up so you can save yourself. I'm not here to save you. I can't save you. But I'm here to power you up so you can save yourself against that toxic person or persons or whoever in your life. Or if you're the toxic person, I'm just trying to give you some advice. You better cut it short because you got to repay everything you do. That's why a lot of people don't like the Bible, because the Bible going to strip your demons to the real deal. Everybody, I'm spiritual. What that mean? What God you serve? You have to have a God. And we're spiritual. Who is our leader? God is mine. You're spiritual. Who is your leader? Is it Satan or is it God? People say, don't do the Bible. You're not going to tell me not to read the Bible. Because you know why you're going to tell me not to do the Bible? It's because you don't know my God. And when you don't know my God, you're going to tell me not to do the Bible. I'm going to do the Bible. The Bible got me through where I'm at right now. And I just lost a child. I got a son sitting in prison. I just went through a murder trial with my oldest son. I just got knocked down by 1,001 people with all nasty words, flat tires, no support, no nothing. Me up in here, up and down these highways and byways by myself. Ain't nothing but God. Who else is it? And I'm a living, walking witness. And when I start my lives, you will see I am a living witness of God. Ain't no man, ain't nobody taught me to be strong. Everybody taught me to fail. Everybody taught me in my lifetime from a child until I could fend for myself. Everybody that touched me or connected themselves to me taught me how to fail. They did not teach me how to prosper. So when you're dealing with spirits of failure, like procrastination, trickery, deceit, deception, testing. Well, you're supposed to test spirits. That's in 1 John 4:1. Beloved, test all spirits to see if they're from God. You got to test the spirit. Because you got to see what spirit you're working with. Because Satan, when them narcs say, we tricked you. See, that person that you let in your house was not that person you seeing. That person you let in your house were being forced by principalities. Demons. Therapy and stuff call it narcs. No, these are demonic folks that is walking around scorned and torn from childhood. They ain't did no work on themselves at all, if they go to therapy or not. Half of the therapists get lied to. Do you hear me? Therapy is good. It's good to go talk to somebody that don't know you. But it's up to you to tell the therapist the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's up to you to open up to the therapist and tell them. But then you open up to the therapist and tell the therapist everything, but you won't open your heart up to God. That's backwards. Because you're still working outside in. God works in, out. This physical work outside in. So who are you going to follow first? I'm going with the kingdom. I don't know who y'all going with. I'm going with my kingdom. But I'm going to continue on doing these channels. And I'm going to continue on powering you up. But just know one thing. I can't save you. But I can get you so powerful where you can save yourself from whatever you up against in your homes. Because that's where the real trouble is, in the homes. And a lot of people don't have control over it because you don't know what you're fighting. You're fighting evil. And I'm going to help you power up on evil. And if evil don't like me, here he is, evil.